A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now we're going to get a... by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Richardson. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, these 2 teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year, the other 3 teams in their division did. Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Richardson looking to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now he can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Now Lamar changing the play. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 44 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. First and 10, it's Richardson looking for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Richardson. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Off play action, Richardson.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Christian Watson.
53 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Here's Jackson.
This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have a first down and also run into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando.
So
that's where we
both these
find
coaching
Jonathan
staffs
Coachman
likely
ready
making
with our
plenty of
EA
adjustments
Sports halftime
after their
report.
first half of football.
Coach.
So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will ring him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He stiff-arms it. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that
he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. How about this? Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Evan Ingram already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a footways. Finding room at midfield. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Romeo Doubs from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Jackson going to run again.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Now Richardson.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20.
And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
yards. Richardson on 3rd and short. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The throw over the middle taken in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Richardson to throw off play action. He finds his receiver, Watson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. There he goes, right side. And he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back Tell him to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one